Hello and welcome. Today's episode. Last we left off, we were doing spectacular at the start of the season. 2 wins, 2 games, we looked dominant. Unfortunately, as you can see by this league table over here, our form has been not great. After we came off those 2 wins looking great, we had a couple of games that were just freak losses. We expected to win these and they just came out of nowhere. Scored an equalizer in the last minute, scored a winner in the last moment, and then we just couldn't seem to score goals after that. Started fiddling, changing around position, changing around instructions. Finally, we came out and started scoring goals again, which was great. So hopefully we'll be able to continue on this form. This is another game. A freak goal in the last couple minutes of play, turned around the game, turned it into a draw. Not that big a deal considering they're currently in third. So as it stands, 8 games played, 12 points, just outside of playoffs, upper mid-table, exactly where we wanted to be. The bad news, though, is our best player, Fury Moore, has gone down with an injury. Also been listed as transfer. I set him to no status again if I can see how much he's actually worth. 55. I'll transfer list him for a unknown price. If someone wants to pay me for him, I'll be paying. So as it stands, we had to scramble to find people that could play left back. We got a couple. We pulled one from under 18s. We then brought in a guy, youngster, great potential, Ryan McLean, 2-star current ability, 5-star potential ability. Just an overall great player. The rest of the starting lineup you should be real familiar with. A couple of new faces. We got, I don't know if you saw Eddie Jackson, 2.5-star current ability, 5-star potential ability, playing a right back who can also play center back. We got Sam Steffen coming off our bench. We brought him in from the under 18s, a 16-year-old, 2-star current ability, 4-star potential ability, temporarily on our bench. Rob Crocker is normal. Then we got our backup strikers who are really not all that great, but they're decent options considering that's really all we've got. Still trying to get some teams and players gone because we really want some more money. Our financial situation is still not great. Though we are still bidding for new individuals, we're trying to bring in this guy on loan, a defensive midfielder, a midfielder who can. We're just looking for depth in that position, so we can maybe move McNabb to the bench. And Sam French, 3.5-star current ability, 5-star potential ability. Our coaches believe they're potentially a League 2 standard player. Or in other saves, they seem decent. So that will hopefully be our new goalkeeper if he does end up coming in. With that being said, 2 matches on the schedule today that you may have seen. We're at home against Concord, who are a mid-table side with us, and then we are also at home against Bracknell in the FA Cup. Both these games I'm looking to win, especially the Bracknell game. I'll probably do a big swap. These games have been close together. We're rocking a pretty tight schedule these couple of games, so hopefully will not be too bad in terms of fitness. We'll make sure to rest the guys in between. Everybody's happy. We're hopefully looking to continue in decent form. Expecting a win today. No one wants to win. Really haven't got these team talk things down. Come the later half of the season, I might be able to do something, but for now, it just seems that no one is inspired. I haven't seen our away jerseys for whatever reason. The blue jerseys with the red outlines just haven't seemed to come up. We've always used either these jerseys or the white jersey for whatever reason. Maybe just because of the color scheme, it ends up not being popular. Who knows, really? One thing I will say, in the matches that we have been winning in, we have looked overwhelmingly dominant. We've looked good in most matches. Basically, we're either deadly or we're dead. Sam Smith, that's another thing that keeps happening. We have our strikers, they're doing great. They're getting out, they're going forward, and they see the goalie, they're like, that man is my target, and they just launch the ball straight at him. When in reality, if they do something special, go a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, might work better. I've turned on and worked the ball into the box because we kept having players shoot stupid shots from outside the area. And that was beginning to annoy me because they kept going well high or well wide. and we weren't able to score at all, it seemed. So, with work the ball into the box, I'm hoping to see something. Also hoping to see something different. Unlike what I just saw. Motivated. Show me at least a highlight, hopefully. Because, goodness gracious, that was a nothing half. Not even a single highlight. Oh, we've got something. Oh, God. Hard luckily is able to get his foot on it. And we have people running out, and that is the end of the highlight. Go, another highlight. Attack, McLean does a good job clearing it. It ends up in their keeper's hands. Not hugely happy about, but we'll live with it. McLean does another. They keep that fancy, like, kick. Keep trying to do that, and it never ends up working right. I've switched what I had before as wingbacks to fullbacks, because nothing was working on wingbacks, and oh, God. That was sloppy. Sloppy at the back there. Their player was able to slip in behind. That's what I mean. Just weird, odd goals where we should really be able to do something. Ends up on Alucard. He just misses the header because he's being lazy. And their player is able to get in behind for a nice goal. Nab. I'm trying to find a replacement for Nab. I've looked into, as I said, I'm trying to bring that loan guy in. Brought him in because he was the cheapest option that we had for loan. Nothing seems to be working quite right. A header this time? We are, but it ends up back in their hand. Williamson, good job. We got the backs who are blocking. Blocks, okay, now we're attacking down this left side. Clean, not able to beat his man. It ends up Smith, not Paul. Probably send it back. Yeah, Isaac, Alucard, highlight teeters. Main problem with our current squad is unless we get these expensive players gone, our current players just we don't have backups. Our backups are really promising youngsters on pretty low salaries, which is why we brought them in. However, add enough of them up, and they end up being real mid. So some of them I might start looking to move on. Maybe not the ones I signed myself, but the ones that were here before that aren't even making the first team squad and are unlikely to even make the bid. Oh, we've won a penalty. Good job there. I don't think we've won a penalty before. I've been watching. Odd. Jeffers is here to take. And a good job. He earns the goal. Well tied up now. Very happy about that. Looking to come away today with 2 wins. Prove we're good. Not bad. Actually deserving to be a playoff fighting team. Sante now. Switch him around. He's playing as a target forward now. Not able to keep the ball under his feet. Good job. Asante, he's a target forward. Hopefully he's able to provide a little bit more. He's really not scored much at all. Ever. For us. He does a good job setting other people up, though. His score is generally the highest out of the strikers, unless we have one to go on a incredible scoring streak. So I'm not going to take him out or anything. Isaac now with the corner. I forgot to... Okay. Need to remember I need to remake my corner instructions. I forgot about that. My strikers were not... Oh... They earned a free kick. Okay, that's the end of that. Okay, ooh. Time has gone way too fast. Alucard needs to be swapped off. Bring in Crocker. Stanley needs to be swapped off. Someone to come into the attack to provide something. We'll bring off Asante. Bring on Thompson. Really just doesn't... I mean, he's not great at anything. But we'll leave him as a target forward. Because he's got some capabilities of doing that sort of stuff. Isaac now with another corner. We're constantly targeting that near post. That's our goal. And they tried to clear. It was a weird clearance. They could have just probably let that one go out. Paul now. Around. Trying to do something. Still nothing. Jackson gets a cross in. Smith. Thompson. Jeffers. Oh. We're testing the dimension of that goal. Oh, I already swapped off 3 players. There's no to do. We have unfortunately drawn this match, even though we're well ahead in XG. It keeps happening. That's what happens on our draws. The games we lose, we just look like idiots. But on these draws, we're well ahead in XG. We just can't seem to convert. On these final couple of instances. Go. Why would you shoot from that far out? Just dumb. That's why Jeffers is really a microwave kind of striker. Warms up real fast and gets going. Other times he's totally cold. Oh, I thought they were going to score a late game winner. Doing that, Smith sends it back to McLean. McLean to Richardson. Richardson to Isaac. Isaac back to Smith. McLean to Richardson, who lumps it forward for Smith to chase now. Hopefully gets cross in to Jeffers. Launches at a defender to go out for a corner. We don't have great corner takers, and my instructions apparently it was last game I noticed it. We had our best target forward not actually doing the corners. That probably is going to be the end of the game. Nope, McNabb might have something about that. No. Richardson is pretty knackered, but I've got nothing for him. Isaac now going to take a free kick. He's probably going to try and pass it off for someone to head into the goal. Nab? Oh my goodness, it pops it around. It fell out of the keeper's hands, but no. That was the, probably the final highlight there. Isaac on the attack. Here we go. Jeffers, who just launches it way high. Okay. Oh, still got a highlight. Are they just going to kick the ball and it's going to be full time? Probably what they're going to end up doing. Yep, being mugged today. Our players didn't feel like they wanted to earn these chances and turn them into scoring. Put the ball down, Johnson, and kick it. Look it as far as you can. Nope, that's the final whistle. One thing I will look at before I forget. Disappointed we should have won. Yeah. Go ahead and continue. I want to look at the XG table. The weak news, it's fine. So we can take a look at the season preview. We're still expected to finish high up in the table. Let's go into the profile league table. How's the XG? Look at that. Look at that XG table. We are the best team in terms of supposedly scoring goals. But we've scored so many less than we've actually supposed to. Which is why we are mid-table as opposed to being in the top of the league. Murder on the mind. Hopefully this next game against a much lower... it's a team from a division below, and we're playing it at home. Hopefully we'll be able to come and make something out of this game because we need to start getting into form. We need to start making this team look good. We'll be right back. Okay, on to match number 2. This time we are once again at home. This time, though, against Bracknell in the FA Cup. A couple of substitutions there then. Sam French did end up signing a contract. Sam French, 21-year-old English individual, 3.5-star current ability, 5-star potential ability. Previously, kind of floating in and around the lower leagues. Currently, just released everywhere. We do, however, believe he's potentially a League 2 standard goalkeeper. So Sam French, I'm hoping, is going to be our keeper of the future. Okay, defending sweep. Have to choose, but make your training that as well. For you to go out in a little bit. Another player we brought in, Harrison Bevington, on loan from Crewe for the rest of the year. A central midfielder to defensive midfielder, 18-year-old youngster. He's just a slight upgrade. We end up moving him as a central midfielder on attack. McNabb is moving over as a box-box midfielder just for today. Give a chance to rest some of our other players because this is a cup game we're expected to win. Our bench I'll still be looking to fiddle about with this. I have listed Michael Johnson. He was told he's going to be a first-choice goalkeeper, and because Sam French is so much better than him, I think, according to his attributes, maybe not. Maybe not. He's not so great at the whole kicking thing or one-on-ones. But everywhere else, he looks pretty decent. Okay, maybe he's not that huge of a grade. Still, it'll be fine. A couple of people are lacking. A couple of squad numbers they want. 13 and 4. Apparently, the people who left earlier in the season. As a match, we should be winning. Favorites, we should go out and win comfortably. Oh, they don't believe me. And fist pump any of them to Sean. Able to happen. We probably should have swapped out some of our offensive players as well. but not the end of the world that we didn't. Named Herbert. No. I say, are we already going down? No, they good job of holding off the offense. There we go. French. Got a long way to go before he is a League Two player, but he is one that I hope we can keep for the long term. Remember, we're taking this team up the division. 1,100 people. Our finances are still looking good, even though we're currently over the wage budget. Still expected to end the season with some money in our bank. Might have to check that afterwards to see if that is still the case. But as it stands, I'm happy with the way things are going. Could be better, of course. It always could be better. But unless something drastic happens, he will be expected to finish upper mid-table with a good chance of shooting for the playoffs. Sante now to Jeffers. Probably find that man in the middle. Nope. Tries to shoot, I guess. Maybe try to cross, I don't quite know. We really need to finish this game today. We can't go out and score a draw here. That means we'd have to replay them away. And there we go. Sean Jeffers, 8th goal of the season. The thing is, he scores in batches. He's not... It's similar to what happened in the my stream save. He's not a goal-a-game striker. He is a 3 goals every 3 or 4 game striker. So he'll go out like today and score a goal and probably going to score more on top of that. But then other games, he just is the worst striker we have. Even though he is our main attacking option nowadays. Wait, no, hold on. Jeffers is not big enough. Who was I judging someone improperly? It was Smith who I was thinking of. Well, Smith is not really a striker, but Smith was who I was thinking of. Jeffers also, he's our most deadly striker, and I believe one of the best players we have at the club. Sante is the best player, bar none. He is incredible, and I don't know how we were able to pick him. Especially for so cheap. Plenty of options in the center. Jeffers now. 9th goal of the season. No one's offside. 2nd goal. The thing, he may not be the worst striker we have. It was it's Smith who is really kind of freaky, where he has some good games and some really bad games. But Jeffers is still the 3 goals every 3 games kind of guy. I did fix the corner, so now we have our striker, a big boy heading striker, Asante, taking the corners, or receiving the corners. It's the head that we're aiming for. A big head, probably from the inflated ego, because the enemy's so bloody good. So with that, hopefully we'll be able to score a little bit better from corners going now. Ooh, Jeffers, oh, almost had it. Snapped his fingers, going, oh, darn it. The youngsters are looking good, which I am happy about. Probably be swapping them back out after this game. Sam is a very, very young player. I believe he's the 16-year-old we've got kicking around the club. Currently on the bench. He will go back to the under-18s once the... Oh, wow. Jeffers, once again. There's his hat trick. 3 goals per 3 games. That's just lower league strikers. We have been overwhelmingly dominant, which I'm happy about. We are playing on a cautious mentality. Finley McNabb, 2nd goal of the season. His first one was wonky. It was well outside the box. He just lightly tapped it in. It went past every single person, and the goalie just missed it. That was a beauty of a free kick there, McNabb. It is one reason not to drop him, is he is our backup free kick taker, and he's proven that he can actually make them pretty decently. As for everybody else, what do we have on the... I think we have our starters on the problem, so we don't really have a player we're looking to swap off. Nab now. Richardson to Smith. Just shoot, Smith. Shoot. Nab, cross. Shoot, do something. There we go. Blow the whistle any moment now, and you don't want them to blow it when you have a great chance. You've done brilliantly. Keep going. Most of the team is happy about that. I always like giving you're winning, so you're doing well, sort of team talk halfway through. Oh, goodness. Earned a free kick there. I thought it was going to be more than that. Clattered a bit there. Play for set pieces. No. Again, don't have great set piece takers usually. once in a blue moon, we're able to do something off them. But out of all our goals this season, most of them have come from open play. One of our strikers getting in behind and getting the ball into a good position for another striker, or for them to score themselves. Seldom do we actually have our strikers convert on a chance where they get in behind. Usually they just launch it at the keeper, and that's the end of that. Hopefully they can score, because I don't want to pay these people their clean sheet bonuses. There we go. Thank you very much for doing that for me. I am not interested in paying more money than I have to. We're well ahead of them, even though the XG says a little bit differently. Medford Smith now, probably going to be looking to make some substitutions here in just a moment. Would he head that ball? I know. Kick forward. Cheshire to Escott. Ecott? Acott? Oh, Jackson just straight up missing the header. I believe they're not able to convert. It seems like our strikers. It seems like the sort of thing we do, where we'd get in behind, go one-on-one with the keeper, and then just horribly miss. Bevington is tired, so we'll bring on Isaac. Make a little bit of swap. Oh. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Nab. Yeah, you can play in that role. Fine by me. Anybody else looking tired? That game. Not particularly. Might bring off you. We'll switch on Thompson for you. And then the final substitution we will make is probably bringing off Alucard or Richardson. We'll probably off Alucard for me. Not. Offer Crocker. Clean is our, yeah, he's our left back who can I mean, he is our left back who can technically play midfield, but he's not our first choice. He's our backup, but he's been playing adequately while he's been the starter. Him and McNabb are pretty interchangeable. I might leave McNabb actually at the once again, stupidly letting them get in behind. Luckily, our keeper is looking very, very dominant today. Not really going to shout at them to do anything. Made my 3 substitutions. Have. Some of them hadn't been given scores yet when one of them had. So just let the game tick down. They should stop running around like they're idiots, but if they earn themselves a corner, win. I think we run forward and hope for the best. Yes, that was the plan. Honestly, a very lucky set piece. Slider's off the top. French got a hand on it, but our defense is not quite aware of it. We don't have someone kicking around at that far post, kind of hanging out to stop balls like that from happening. Crocker launches it forward. Smith is actually capable of chasing it. No one's in the midfield. Thompson now. Ooh, I thought he was going to score. I don't think he's actually scored this season. If he has, then I don't remember it. I mean, we don't need any more strikers. We've got 3 excellent ones. Probably the best, near best strikers in the league. Probably the best striker rotation in the league because we have that many dominant strikers. But our bench, because we're playing 3 of them, is not great. Luckily, they do have the stamina for most of the time to do the full performance. Okay. Very good job. Excellent win. Dante just is not fully happy with praising the team. Going well. So, with that, we do have a win and a draw. I will take those 2 games. Probably continue down a ways into the league, maybe somewhere in this region towards the end of October to get another couple of games in. Just going to kind of get close toward the end to see where we're going to end up. If we're looking for the playoffs, I'll add more games in. If we're pushing for automatic promotion, which I don't think we are, I'll add more games in. But if we're just going to be an upper mid-table side, I'll try and get through the end of the season so we can push out all the old heads, bring in a full new team under my own image. All the youngsters will be improving. We'll see where we end up. That being said, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.
Thanks for watching. You should watch another. Please.